Good with y'all, Foster Gamer. Foster Gamer, we back in here. And I'm just going to check just to make sure that we're good to go. Alright, that should be a little bit better. I was telling y'all before, yo, you gotta give me my props. I got a whole S rank. That just proves to y'all like my detective abilities, man. Like I do not be playing. Got a whole S rank, yo. A whole S rank. Alright, that should be good. Shout out to the viewer who's chilling with me. Oh, shit. So yeah, when we finish this, I definitely will make sure to go through some of this stuff with y'all. Let me turn up my volume just a little bit. So I didn't read this before. So reason that someone was disguised as the mummy. Reason that Genzaku wasn't the killer. Identified why Genzaku wasn't the killer. And then I identified the wearer of the mummy disguise. And I identified the actual time of Setsu's murder. And I identified the killer as well. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. This was just extra stuff here. Genzaku, Gato, Corridor. Oh shit, yeah, she's dead now. Shijima. Yeah, as I'm looking through this stuff, I'm memorizing this stuff. So that asked all the questions. But yeah, what that clued me into the whole thing, because off the rip, I already had a feeling that she was like trying to play folks. But then what clued me in on what was the fact that we sent the one guy in, and he took forever to come back too. At that, like we sent him in just for all that shit to happen. Alright. And hypothesis, okay. So what else do we have? Yeah, open every one of these. Alright. Cool. I'm just trying to get my bearings back together here because I haven't played this game in like 3 days. So yeah, mystery writer, editor, father viewed the magazine. That's how he knows that she was like a selling author or whatever, but he doesn't know that she's a fanfic. I said fanfiction. That she's a mystery writer. Yoko is second wife. They haven't gone about the first wife. Medical consultant, cell cycle scholar. Wait, what? Wait, that's what Edgy does. I thought he like assists them with like their books and shit. Medical residents. Oh, medical student. So yeah, so Mitsu. I'm sorry if I fucking bro name up. But yeah, the third son, he's a student. Why the oldest brother is a consultant. So I'm assuming they're under the same like hospital. Then we got the housekeepers. And the old guy, he's been there for like ever. And the girl, she knew. Alright. And pretty much what we was going through in that last chapter was a part of like the Shijima's like family history, like because so and so was like a book writer or some shit like that. I hate that they don't go into full. Yeah, she's kind of like a book writer or something. I hate that they don't. Yeah, that's the only thing that I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting why that particular ancestor was like very important. So wait. So the estate first floor. Okay, I was double checking to see if yeah, I was double checking just to see like if that was actually their same thing. Alright. Let's continue on. Here we go. Learning that learned that fruit thing was on sale at a private auction. Yoshino heads for the estate of one Genzaku Gato. There she meets Josei. They work together. Okay. Centennial is published. That's what I'm saying. I think she wrote that. Yeah, she wrote that book. And then all this shit transpired, right? Then we got the Great Earthquake. Got the global economic decline. Which they was going into like a little bit of detail on that. I remember that. Second Centennial period, World War II. So, that great global caused by. Hold on. I knew it. It did that again. That was what was throwing me off. I was like, yo, why do I feel like I'm hearing like yeah, because I had this set to like a certain thing. I don't know. It's weird because it keeps doing the video thing for output and input. That's an in for monitor. So that's what's throwing me off. Alright. Beginnings of the test show, nice. Yeah, so 1905 is when the democracy started. Spanish flu and all that crap. What's name's published. The Great Kato. And then we got the decline. Because everybody started going crazy and destroying like antiques and stuff. I remember that. So well, hold on. They actually put this here. So COVID-19 breaks out. Here we go. Skeletal remains are found at the state. Okay. So then we got the First World War. So I don't know if I'm ever gonna remember all this stuff. But yeah, first Sino-Japanese War. Yeah, because they only went into like those stuff. Japanese launch by. Wait, but that's what she. Wait, is that what she's reading now? Hmm. That's what I'm saying. So wait, the ant that Shijima wrote it, right? Am I tripping? Anyway. Yeah, I think I got the gist of everything here. So what's next?
The events in this novel are real, aren't they? I know. I'll try searching for the writer, Yoshino Shijima. But the reception here is really unstable, huh?
The connection outside was just fine, though. Anyway, I don't think anything would come up looking into it.
Hmm?
What with the Great Kanto earthquake and the World War, there aren't any reliable accounts of what happened next. And no one knows what became of her, either.
The Shijima case.
Alright, they all gathered.
Sorry to keep you waiting. We made offerings of incense as well.
Yes, do forgive us. We don't allow guests into the altar room, you see.
We're honored to be a part of the cherry blossom ceremony. Thank you so much.
So yeah, for those that are probably watching this on the replay, I'm probably gonna get so pissed off when I'm recapping a lot of this shit. It's because like in the midst of streaming and recording this, I took a few days off. So not only am I like recapping for y'all, I'm recapping for myself as well. So yeah, so they did a ceremony, whatever, but then they shooed them away because there was certain parts of the ceremony that they didn't do. So now they talking about them doing incense and shit. How long does it take you to light up incense that these folks I took everybody through a whole chapter worth of shit in the same amount of time that y'all was lighting up incense, yo. That was like what, 2.5 hours worth of a case?
No one knows for sure when the first cherry blossom ceremony was held, but we do know that that cherry tree has watched over the Shijima family for centuries, especially in our work at the frontiers of medical science. I would like you two to act as witnesses to what I'm about to say. As you know, once the Shijima cherry tree blooms, the head of the family must relinquish everything to their successor. However, I'm renouncing this duty.
What?
What do you mean?
Examine our history, and you'll find many other attempts to end this tradition. This will be the one that succeeds. I'm selling this estate. This will be the final Shijima Cherry Blossom Ceremony. After today, none of you will be bound by this estate. You're free to do as you please.
Rules for reasoning. There's only one killer in each case, no accomplices. Aside from agelessness, superhuman or paranormal activity can be ruled out. Those who appear to have no reason to kill the victim might be hiding ulterior motives. Wow. Y'all probably should have just kept that one low key. But you know why I think they probably did that shit? I don't know the company too well that made this game, but I'm assuming mad people back in the day used to always complain about that shit. That they're like, yo, you know what, bro? We're just gonna tell you the main thing y'all need. We're just gonna tell you the main stuff you need to cross out off the rip. It's like, aside from agelessness, superhuman or paranormal activities can be ruled out. Apparently, there's only going to be one killer in each case. I feel like that one they should have just let slide, yo. That first one, yeah, that first rule they should have let slide just because it's like now I'm gonna be thinking it's only one killer. But it's whatever. So, Great Country Earthquake was a devastating earthquake. I said earthquake. Was a devastating earthquake that occurred on September 1st, 1923. Yo, what is up with September being like? September is just not that month, yo. September is probably like one of the no offense to those that were born on September. Like, no offense to y'all, but I'm just starting to really notice like the trend, like the pattern here. It seems like September really do be like the worst month for shit. It's like earthquakes, 9/11, school starts. It's like all that, man. But anyway, over 100,000 people lost their lives or went missing. Rest in peace. Kanagawa and Tokyo suffered the worst damage, and most of the disaster victims came from these two regions. In Honjo, Tokyo, many people evacuated the army clothing depot, but a massive firestorm broke out and claimed over 40,000 lives. For a time, the government was completely paralyzed, and though recovery efforts began soon after, the economic fallout of the disaster was so unimaginable. So unmanageable that it became a contributing factor to the Showa financial crisis. That was the thing I think I was talking about before, correct? With the no, it would have been before World War II. Yeah, it was like, I think around I think it was after World War I, because that was also that was coincidentally the same time that the Toshio era was ending. So a lot of contributing factors caused that. That's crazy. So if all this stuff is actually true, this has to give y'all like a different perspective when it comes to, like, I guess you want to say the world wars in general. Because like at times you be thinking like, okay, some of this shit is like fueled just by like a bunch of money hungry or like territorial motherfuckers and shit. But then it's like at other times, imagine being the leader of this shit. Like having to lead a country through all this stuff. It's like, this just proves to you, it's like being a leader stuff. Like, not everybody's built for this shit. And as you can see, it's like folks make either good or horrible decisions that can affect like a whole country. And I'm not just talking about Japan, I'm talking about like every country in the world. Like, it just really just puts into perspective and shit. But Yeah, I'm gonna go back a tiny bit. Oh, I can't. So, could it be that each successor is received the fruit? Could be that skeleton. Could that skeleton be the ancestor? So, if every tradition was quote unquote being broken, that's a good ass question. Because here's the thing. Here's my thing. Could be each successor received the fruit of youth? No. I don't think so in that regard. Because if actually no. Let's I was like let's run through the scenario this real quick. We'll do I call this whys and why nots. This usually helps me break down shit and come up with decent answers. So now, why would the successor wait, what was the question again? So could it be that each successor receives the fruit of youth? So why would the successor receive the fruit of receive the fruit of youth? Okay, so for one, they would get it because that means either the ancestor died or the ancestor passed it to them and the ancestor decided that they seen enough life and death for like one thing. Now, part of my reason why like I don't feel like that would be the case is because to a point, it's like folks, I'm pretty sure a lot of folks rather like if they're able to like keep if they're able to keep their body like at a healthy age and at a healthy like peak, they probably gonna want to live through all that. Because it's like, don't get me wrong, like you're gonna have bad moments where it's like, oh, you outlive everybody. But some folks, they're cool with that. Some, they're constantly traveling, always on the road. So now why I think an ancestor was buried under there, I think it's because they tried to stop the tradition. Now why I'm probably wrong about that is, okay, maybe it's just a coincidence and it's something else. But I'm just like trying to come up with like hella reasons on why would. That's what I'm saying. Why could it be the ancestor? So why couldn't the ancestor no, I'm saying why wouldn't the person under that tree not be the ancestor? Yeah, I'm gonna go with circle. I see it.
Could that skeleton be their ancestor?
Of course, all assets will be distributed evenly among you.
All right, I'm bringing it back now.
Bound by this estate, cherry blossoms. This will be succeeds. History. What? However,
All right, go all the way back here.
As you know, once
There we
the
go.
Shijima cherry tree blooms, the head of the family must relinquish everything to their successor. However, I'm renouncing this duty. What?
What do you mean?
Examine our history, and you'll find many other attempts to end this tradition. This will be the one that succeeds. I'm selling this estate. This will be the final Shijima Cherry Blossom Ceremony. After today, none of you will be bound by this estate. You're free to do as you please.
What's going on here? Hold on.
Of course, all assets will be distributed evenly among you. This will also be the last day you spend in this house. Take this night to reminisce.
What's going on here? Hold on, sorry, y'all.
Take this night. Also be the last.
Yeah, that was weirding me out. It just wouldn't let me pause it. So, what I was about to get into, I gotta go back
Of
further.
course, all assets will be Of course, all assets will be distributed. Bound by this estate.
Alright, there we go. So, yeah, so to the viewer that's watching this, sorry bro, I'm pausing so much. Or miss, sorry I'm pausing so much. I'm just thinking out loud here. So, now I'm happy that I chose the thing that I chose. You know why? Because I believe that was an ancestor. And you know why? I don't think that... Matter of fact, I don't even think that was the ancestor. I think that was the successor. There we go. Yeah, I was thinking that was the successor. That's not the person before. That's the successor. He dead.
You're free to do as you please. Of course, all assets will be distributed evenly among you. This will also be the last day you spend in this house. Take this night to reminisce.
What will become of our family's research on eternal youth?
You, of all people, have no right to act concerned. But that research is a mere formality. No one will mourn its end.
Our family has a Tokijiku, doesn't it? It's supposed to be passed down every 100 years during the cherry blossom ceremony. Where is it?
Aren't you a little old for fairy tales?
Don't bother trying to say it. Mom told me before she died. The Tokijiku might have the ability to repair telomeres and other DNA sequences. With it, I might save countless lives. That's why I came here today.
The fruit of youth? Does it really exist? In this house?
I know nothing of it.
Don't play dumb! You might have been able to save Mom with it.
Well, damn, this just got pretty dramatic. So that's why Edgy's actually here. Cause like Edgy and his whole thing is he's still technically a doctor and all that. So I mean, it could, but I could also see why they wouldn't want that.
Exist.
Yeah.
I want to research the fruit of youth for the sake of our future in medicine.
But think about it like this: if so if we was able to actually do this stuff, it could spark a whole war. It could lead to a whole bunch of shit, and not in a good way. That's the issue when it comes to being human. It's like people think like, yo, sometimes we're just not meant to go too far with certain stuff.
Tell me where it is.
Listen to me. Saving someone is not the same as altering the natural course of life. All things will experience change. The fight for survival and eventually ruin. We should live out our allotted days with humility and die with nothing more than our memories. Know your limits, Heiji. Though I wouldn't expect someone who left the family to understand. However, there is something that must be settled before we rid ourselves of this estate. We have to take care of that skeleton.
Yes, indeed. And that's where I come into the picture.
This man is a private detective. He called as soon as he saw the news report about the skeleton. I just can't trust the police anymore.
A detective?
Pleased to meet all of you. The name's Nishimari. Makoto Nishimari. It's a pleasure.
Sorry, I just wanted to like. Oh, okay.
Makoto Nishimari. Thank you.
This motherfucker. I'm so sorry, yo. This motherfucking bro. So let me get this straight, fam. Did he not read none of the magazine whatsoever? This man was like, yo, I'm gonna make a quick ass buck. I'm gonna pretend to be a dope ass detective. Now I'm realizing that it's a small possibility that like the particular detective that I'm impersonating happens to also be cool with the family member of the people that I'm trying to low key help. Like, oh my god.
Is he an actor in the movie adaptation? Hmm.
What does he think he's doing?
Eiji, you said you want to research the Tokijiku for the future of medicine. Is that right? Is that your real goal? Or are you simply using your mother's death as an excuse to get revenge on your father?
Of course not.
Then why did you feel the need to bring her up? Now let me speak briefly about why I'm here today. In the year 1922, exactly 1 century ago, the Shijima family was embroiled in a gruesome murder. But that's not all. My investigation suggests that there were many such incidents in your family's history. Alas, too many people have died around the Shijimas. That is what I'm here to investigate. I will solve this 100-year-old mystery.
This will be a day of reckoning for the Shijima family. That's why I hired this detective. And Ms. Kagami,
Yes?
I cannot allow the Shijima family to end with so many misunderstandings still unresolved. If properly presented, the truth should be made known to the world. Please make sure you get everything you need for your story.
I'll do my best.
Nice to meet you, Ms. Kagami.
I mean, I don't trust him either. Like,
I don't trust him.
Excuse me. Is anybody thirsty? I've brought the tea.
No, wait. I'll do it.
Wait, why do you have to pour it?
Didn't I make things clear just now? Too many people have died around your family. I'm here to put an end to the murders.
You don't really think it's poison, do you?
Hold on a minute. Please wait. Let me help.
As you wish.
what in the fuck? Okay.
This is the last time all of you will be gathered here like this. If anyone has something to say, speak now. It's time for all scores to be settled. No one? So much for a day of reckoning. I never thought the Shijima family would face an end like this, even after the Sakaki family was destroyed.
The Sakaki family.
What the fuck? be, etiquette 101, like family, successor, this and that, like dinners, man. You never ever drink shit. Like you don't drink shit, you don't eat shit. Just go do takeout or something. Like this shit got me dying. This man was like, oh, no, I'm going just, like, he's like, just want to go into the head. yeah. He thought he was good, bro. Yep. Wait, hold on, bring it back one time.
Would face an end like this, even after the Sakaki family was destroyed.
The Sakaki family.
Dad!
Dad! What's wrong? Doctor! Someone call a doctor!
There's no service here.
What the f- Okay, let me read this. The eldest son, Kaz Shijima, medical consultant. Mitsunori Shijima, medical student. None of y'all can help this man's right now. None of y'all can help this man.
Someone call a doctor!
There's no service here.
How about outside? I'll try calling.
I don't need a doctor!
Stop talking, Dad.
Rest his head on this.
Stop talking.
Wait, Yayoi.
Yeah. Nah, he said he don't need first aid. Fuck you. Don't touch them cuffs.
You probably shouldn't touch that. Would it be possible to lay him down and put a mattress out for him?
In the bedroom.
Please hurry.
Certainly.
Just a minute. I managed to contact the hospital. But first... This is...
Poison? Really?
no doubt about it. An arsenic compound, I think.
Huh. So you were there?
No. I examined the cups just now and there was nothing in them.
I can confirm that. I was sitting beside her, which means there's only one possibility. It was already in the teapot.
Excuse me? I haven't done anything.
Let's not jump to conclusions. Yoyoi, where did you get this tea from?
The kitchen. It's the same tea we always have. I wasn't watching it the whole time, though.
That's a good question. So, both are good questions in this scenario because it's like I feel like Circle was someone trying to poison all of us. Usually is underrated. It's an underrated question because like first off, you're gonna want to find alibis first. But it's just always a good thing to think about. I'm going with Squirtle in this scenario because.
Which means any one of us could have poisoned the teapot.
Yet another murder, I see.
Wait, ain't he alive?
To leave this house.
He's still alive, you know.
Where? I was like, wait, ain't he still living? Hold on. This man fell hard, yo. Yeah, hold on. I was checking to make sure my shit did not because it looked like I buffered there. See, this is a good thing that I'm playing one of these kind of games versus like any of my other games. I'll bring it back.
No one is allowed to leave this house.
He's still alive, you know.
Bro, he fucked him up, bro.
I'll rephrase. This is an attempted murder. I also found this by the entrance.
Another red camellia.
A red camellia.
Let's wait for the doctor. Besides, I have a good idea who the culprit is.
You know who's done it?
Please take Mr. Shijima to his room. I'll say it once more. No one is allowed to leave this house. Are we clear?
What's taking the doctor so long?
That detective hasn't come back. Do you think something happened?
Nah, wait. Y'all did not keep the detective detained as well. Y'all just let this man go anywhere like this. Y'all is all. Yo, this detective uses a fake name just to get into this house, and all of a sudden the head of the household gets murked, and nothing like this happened prior to this. Like we could have just did this off the rip, but nah. As soon as the detective shows up, some shit pop off. Hey, y'all don't even want to make sure that he's has no chance of like running in case he did it. Shit. Let me find out this how people get away with murder, yo.
Kazunaga's been pacing back and forth for a while now.
I'll try calling the hospital again.
If only we had some way to neutralize the poison.
That detective said it was arsenic, right?
I wouldn't bet on it. Arsenic is tasteless and odorless. You wouldn't be able to tell just by tasting it.
So we have an unknown poison. I want to know
The
how it was
detective just
administered.
tasted it.
You're the one who poured the tea, right? Are you certain there wasn't any poison in the cups?
They were clean, and I didn't see anything like powder in them.
So the poison had to be in the tea, which means the culprit wanted to kill us all indiscriminately.
Perhaps there was some way to ensure that Yoi drank the poison. For example, his daily routine, his patterns of behavior, or certain rules and customs unique to the Shijima family. Using knowledge like that, it'd be possible to target Yoi with the poison.
Using our family rules.
So that's it.
You worked it out.
Oh, looks like we're about to go through a hole. Yep. Order of seats. When everyone came into the main hall, we took a seat at the end of the table. So he's the last one in. That's not helping me though. Cherry Blossom, he bowed in front of the cherry tree. Only after that did everyone else bow their heads. So he's always the last one. Alright, so both of these are correct. He's always the last one. So at the ceremony, everyone bowed to the cherry tree. Rio bowed first, and then everyone followed his lead. Shijima's may have ruled that no one acts before he does. However, that's a contradiction. No, we're not completed yet, bro. I don't play that bullshit. Next. We go with all evidence first. Whoa. No one sat down before he took his seat. However, now we got two different ones for this one. He sits at the head of the table. Everyone sat down at the meeting in the main hall. Rio sat at the head of the table as if that was his place. There may be a rule that he sits at the head of the table. Now,
sorry to keep you waiting. We made offerings of incense as well.
Yes, do forgive us. We don't allow guests into the altar room, you see.
We're honored to be a part of the cherry blossom ceremony. Thank you so much.
No one knows for sure when the first cherry blossom ceremony was held, but we do know that that cherry tree has watched over the Shijima family for...
This is the part I'm gonna look at.
Excuse me. Is anybody thirsty? I've brought the tea.
No, wait! I'll do it.
Wait, why do you have to pour it?
Didn't I make things clear just now? Too many people have died around your family. I'm here to put an end to the murders.
You don't really think it's poison, do you?
Hold on a minute. Please wait. Let me help.
As you wish.
So there's one cup he took. He took 3 of them. She only took 2.
We'll be gathered here like this.
All right, so that's just gonna be a thing I'm gonna keep note of. Alright, so I'll fast forward this.
I'm here to put you. Shh.
This is the last time all of you will be gathered here like this. If anyone has something to say, speak now. It's time for all scores to be settled.
So I need to know if anybody drank the tea. That's the main thing I kind of need to know.
No one? So much for a day of reckoning. I never thought the Shijima family would face an...
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything else here, so we still need more evidence for sure. Everyone sat down. No one stood by the end of the table. He sat there. It was obvious it was his place. I like this first one. Like, no one acts before he does. Because I feel like this one explains it more. Because when they were saying this one, first to bow, they had a family to sit first. I feel like that's why they did that one versus this one where it was like, looked like everyone was waiting for him. the head of the family. Yeah.
Eiji, you stood while waiting for Yoi, and you didn't sit down until he came and took his seat, right?
Yeah.
Also, everyone waited until Yoi bowed before lowering their heads during the ceremony.
You're right.
That's it. At Shijima family gatherings, Yoi acts first, then everyone else follows. And when tea is served, he has to drink first. There's such a rule, isn't there?
Yes, that's how it also been.
With that knowledge, the culprit also knew that poisoning the teapot would work. That's because Yoi is always the first to drink. Others might get poisoned too, but at least Yoi would be the first one to ingest it for sure.
So someone is definitely targeting my father.
Chapter 2, The Elusive Path of Logic. Okay.
It's freshly cut. Who left it here? I wonder.
That flower's got you thinking, hasn't it?
That reminds me. You were pretty surprised to see it.
A red camellia.
Why does bro look familiar? I think I've seen him in something else. Now I think about it, him and Edgy, I think I've seen them both in somewhere else. I might have to make a note of that.
That flower has a fateful, fatal connection to our family. Dad refuses to say anything, so I looked into it myself.
Please tell us more.
There are records of several murder cases from 100 years ago. But I don't know all the details, though. Then, the Scarlet Camellia reappeared in the lives of the Shijima family.
Oh, yeah.
The Great Kanto earthquake and the World War in 1972.
Exactly 50 years ago.
One of Yoi's younger brothers slipped and died while mountain climbing on winter break. He was alone, so it took some time for his body to be found. And when they did, they also found a red camellia nearby. The next incident happened in 1982. Ryoei's other brother, many years younger than him, died from poisoning. Pesticide was found in the bottle of juice he was drinking on his way home from classes. And beside his body was yet another red camellia, just like an offering to the dead.
1982. There were many cases of poisoned drinks that year, right? And most of them are still unsolved.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Well, so you telling me that it was a year where people were just like Bill Cosby in the drinks? I can't sugarcoat that no. I can't sugarcoat that no other way, bro. They put Molly in all the champagne, Joe. What the fuck?
I think his death was treated as just another one of those cases.
A murder every 10 years. And at the scene of each crime, another red camellia.
So, every 10 years since 1972, someone in the Shijima family has died of mysterious cases. Bruh, that gotta suck. So what, does that mean like... So that's why the mom died? Wait, then who died 10 years before that? And then the 10 years before that? Cause I'm assuming like the brothers and shit gotta be... Yeah, cause... Yeah, he's 45. That means... For over 40 years, Kaz has seen his family members die. For over 40 years. He has at least lost he's lost 4 family members. The youngest lost 2. And Edgy has lost 3. 1 including the moms. So yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, so both Rio's brothers are dead. That's the obvious. That's an obvious thing. My question though is, so have there been any other incidents ever since 10 years? Yeah.
Have there been other incidents every 10 years since?
Yes. Every 10 years, another tragedy befalls someone in the family. We're the only ones left. The Shijimas are cursed, you could say.
It just can't be a series of coincidences.
Do you remember, AG? 10 years ago at Mom's funeral? There was a single camellia from an unknown sender among the flower arrangements.
That is foul.
That's what the red camellia means to this family. But I can't believe it showed up on the day of the cherry blossom ceremony.
A red camellia.
You're the one who created the original Makoto Nishimari. If you figure something out, please let us know.
Wait, you know. So we just gonna act like the detective that... No, never mind. Continue. No.
The red camellias seem to have some significance. Of course.
I got in touch with the hospital, but they said there was a landslide and the mountain roads are blocked off. Look at this. I asked if there was anything they could do, but it's unlikely that they'll get here today.
So, our detective must have been told the same thing.
In the garden! In the garden! There's been a terrible...
Oh. Well, damn. The detective been murked. See, that was the one thing I was curious about this whole time. And then... well, damn.
Who did this? How terrible!
First Dad and now this.
Did something happen?
That's right. You're outside the whole time. Dad collapsed earlier.
What?
Yayoi's looking after him in his room. You didn't notice the commotion?
Alright, looks like my mic's still good. Not playing that extra shit. Alright, there we go. Yeah, my audio had went out on me. So...
That's right. You're outside the whole time. Dad collapsed earlier.
What?
Yayoi's looking after him in his room. You didn't notice the commotion?
No, not at all. At a time like this... Oh, right. The police. I'll call them right away.
I wonder if the killer also poisoned my father.
Who could it be?
We might be able to help my father if we had the killer identified the poison.
But neither the doctor nor the police can get here because of that landslide.
And the detective who claimed he'd figured out the killer is dead. Hey, Haruka.
Surely you're not asking me to investigate.
I'll take all responsibility. Please, find the killer.
Okay. Fuck it. We was gonna do it anyway.
I was going to do so anyway. Leave it to me. Ryoi's life is at stake after all.
Just tell me if you need anything.
Wait, we shouldn't touch him until the police arrive, right?
You're not wrong, Mitsunori. But we need to find out what Dad was poisoned with fast.
Got it. Then Yoko and I will go check on Dad.
The stench of blood is really strong.
This sword's been pushed in quite deep. I wonder if it's the one from the reception room. This distinctive hilt. It must be that sword. But why? Is this supposed to be some kind of warning?
No, it's not coming out. The blade is 6, maybe 8 inches deep. The killer must be pretty strong.
We're starting to see signs of hypostasis. Body temperature has dropped, but no sign of rigor mortis yet.
That means he's been dead for only 1 or 2 hours.
It's 2:30 p.m. now. We last saw the detective around 1. He must have been killed sometime between 1 and 1:30.
It looks like he was also hit in the back of the head. There's blood here.
The killer hit him in the back of the head first, then stabbed him in the chest with the sword. The police would be able to tell us more, I'm sure.
Not that they'll be here for a while, or an ambulance for that matter.
There's nothing we can do until the roads are cleared. Huh? Who's there?
What's wrong?
I thought I heard something just now.
There are a lot of wild animals around here. Why is the ground wet here?
Did someone water the trees?
Or wash something away?
Footprints, perhaps? Oh, I have no idea.
Considering what I got now. Poison. But he's alive at least. For now. So far, we're missing one brother. Okay. That's the watering area. But now they're saying the back door is a muddy area. That's the back door, correct? Maybe the killer came in from outside. I should have saved. Oh, it hadn't rained. Yet the ground near the body seemed to be wet. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to chalk this up to the question being pretty bad. Hold on. Yeah, so I'll save at this point. Yeah, that was that's a pretty bad way they was questioning that for me. Maybe I'm just like not thinking about it well. Could have came in from outside. I don't think the killer came in from outside. That's what I'm saying. Came in where? No. Because if they did, we'll see like a whole bunch of mud on them. Probably a whole mud trail at that. Yeah.
It doesn't seem like the killer was someone from outside.
I agree. There's no reason they'd grab the sword from the reception room and risk being seen. So the killer is...
Someone inside this estate.
Just before he left, the detective said that he'd identified the culprit. They might have panicked and killed him.
Okay, so that's what they meant. Yeah, see, because that was what was throwing me off. I'm like, wait, what do you mean came from, like, came in from? So, Nah, it wasn't like an outside. That's what they were saying. It wasn't like an outside presence that killed him. It had to have been someone from the estate.
Let's head back for now. I want to sort out all this information. Let's start by examining everyone's alibis.
First, a timeline of events. We all gathered in the main hall at noon. Around 1 p.m., Ryoe collapsed, which ended the meeting. Then that Nishimari fellow went outside. Between 1 and 1:30 p.m., the killer knocked the detective out and stabbed him.
It's about 5 minutes from the main hall to that tree and back, including the murder.
5 minutes
That's
between
about
the main
15
hall.
minutes.
Yeah,
I gotta remember this.
It's about 5 minutes from the main hall to that tree and back, including the murder. That's about 15 minutes.
Yeah, did anyone go outside during that time?
So, we just need to get everyone's alibi from 1 p.m. onward, right?
We were together, so excluding us, of course.
And Ryoe, since he was incapacitated, that leaves Yoko, Kazunaga, Mitsunori, Yayoi, and Takehiko. Those are our 5 suspects.
Well then, I'll leave the rest to you two and go check up on Ryohei.
Let me know if it gets better.
Eiji, please help Haruka in any way you can. I'm sure the two of you will uncover the truth.
What is up with her? Teamwork make the dream work.
I'm counting on you.
That's my line.
Was that detective really killed?
Yeah, it was pretty gruesome.
First Dad and now this. Just what is going on here?
That's what I want to figure out.
So we're suspects?
These are just possibilities. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Great, just say the path of logic lines up and solve the case already.
Let me ask you what you were doing between 1 and 1:30 p.m. First, Yoko, how about you?
After Roy collapsed, I couldn't sit still. I went to the entrance to try calling the hospital. And then I started feeling dizzy, so I sat down for a while. I felt better after a short rest, and then I went to my room.
And what time was that?
Right around 1:30. I'm sorry to disappoint you. It's not much of an alibi since I didn't see anyone after 1.
Did you notice anything when you returned to your room?
Oh. There was this sound.
A sound?
Still feeling a bit faint, I opened a window. That's when I heard a few faint thuds, as if something far off was hitting another object.
A series of thuds. That reminds me. The victim was hit on the back of the head.
You figure out something?
Not quite yet. Thank you for the information, Yoko.
How about you, Kazunaga? Between 1 and 1:30.
I was inside the house the whole time.
What were you doing?
I was searching for that Tokichiku Eiji mentioned.
Even as deadly unconscious.
You're one to speak. You've been playing detective the whole time. Besides, there's no way it could have been me. Yoko was at the entrance, correct? I couldn't have gone outside without her seeing me.
That's right. No one went in or out.
There's still the back door. Couldn't you have gone out that way?
I've got big feet, you know. And none of the shoes by the back door fit me, unfortunately.
You could have put your shoes at the back door much earlier.
You don't really like me, do you?
That's not true.
Listen, there's no way I could have known Yoko would be at the entrance the whole time, and so why would I bother and move my shoes to the back door?
That's true, but...
You've got more to say?
You seem to be telling the truth.
Of course I am!
Fine, we get it. Finally, Mitsunori.
I was attending to Dad in his room the whole time.
But Ryoe has been unconscious, which means you have no alibi.
I suppose so. But there's no way it could have been me. I've got
Why
a
not?
severed tendon in this arm from years ago. I injured myself pretty badly while skiing. That's why I can't hold anything heavy. There's no way I could have used a sword to do that.
Yes, that seems difficult for you.
We're done here, right? Anyway, Takehiko's a much likelier suspect, isn't he? He was gone the entire time!
I got through to the police, but they also said we'd have to wait until the roads are cleared.
So we have to manage by ourselves somehow.
Takehiko, can we ask you some questions?
Sure.
The ground was wet around that tree where we found the body. Did you use the hose today?
No, I didn't.
Then who did?
Takehiko, what were you doing from 1 p.m. onward after Ryoe collapsed?
I was working in the garden.
Did you see anybody during that time? Or notice anything suspicious?
Oh, Mr. Shijima told me to stay outside today, so the family and their guests could speak in private. So I haven't seen a soul. Something suspicious. Oh, that reminds me. When I went to get some tools from the storehouse, a rope was missing.
Rope?
Yes, one was definitely missing. I used them to tie up cut branches. But why would anyone steal a rope?
They just told me the rope is like 100 meters. Over 100 feet long. Wait a minute. So like, let's say what's his name brought up a good point that could have been him because it's like how he would have brought like his shoes or whatever and stuff like that. He could have had like an extra pair of shoes. He ties the rope and throws it over the thing. I said throws over the thing. He ties the rope and throws his shoes over the rope. So now they're hanging. So if we was to find the rope, that could be a thing. That's the only thing I hate. I hate when I can't look into the logs.
Was anything else missing?
Oh, just the rope, I think.
Right. Also, could you tell me where exactly on this estate your red camellias are?
Oh, we don't have any camellias.
What?
Mr. Shijima doesn't care for them.
I see. Thank you.
I feel like me
Julia,
asking
how about
for
you?
the rope.
Well, I was shocked to see Mr. Shijima like that, but dinner had to be prepared, so I went back to the kitchen. With so many people to feed, I had to start right away to finish in time. Then the soy sauce in the kitchen ran out, so I went to the storehouse around 2 p.m.
You always keep it in the storehouse?
We always have seasonings in stock. The meat and vegetables were delivered 3 days ago, but I forgot to check the seasonings.
You have them delivered.
I'm getting on in years, so I have fresh ingredients delivered once a week from the shops downhill.
The storehouse is near the tree where the detective was killed. You didn't notice the body?
No. It may have been there, but my eyes are bad.
Either way, I doubt she has the strength to push a sword in that deep.
Sorry, I couldn't be of any help.
No. Thank you for your cooperation. We don't have any more questions.
Do you smell that? Like something's burning?
Burning?
Oh.
What?
What? Water! Somebody get water!
Plastic water cans by the back door.
I'm on my way!
Me too. There they are.
Huh?
And they've been used.
It's not kerosene. Water?
Oh, thank you.
Here you are.
Stand back. I'll take care of it.
You think it was on purpose?
Kazunaga, you were smoking in the bathroom, weren't you?
My bad. But it was an accident. No one would try to set their own house on fire, right?
Anyway, we should thank Yayoi for noticing so quickly.
Sorry, Takehiko. Mind clearing the mess?
Thank you.
I just like really smoking back
Yayoi.
there.
Yes?
Have you used this water can recently?
No, I haven't used it. What about you, Takehiko?
I don't remember using it.
I see. Thank you so much. Then why was it wet? Aren't these cherry petals? This water can was wet.
So what? Who cares about that right now, huh?
Is something on your mind?
Oh, so we got everything?
The victim was a mysterious detective who called himself Makoto Nishimari. The back of his head was bruised, and a sword was buried deep into his chest, pinning him to a tree in the garden.
Just how much strength do you need for a feat like that?
There must be some trick to it, as well as clues to prove who the killer is.
Wait, hold on. God symbols will not be displayed in the mystery. What do you mean? I don't know what they mean. So, what was notable about the body? So first off, let's head to that. Wait, so that's soap? Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay, here we go. So yeah, he may have died before the stabbing. Cause sometimes hits like those are instantaneous. Then from there, use the water and shit. But yeah, that's definitely a strong feat though. Oh yeah, so killer wanted a beautiful crime scene. There were cherry petals on the body. Perhaps in the eyes of a psychopath, Killer must have wanted to. Killer must have wanted the exquisite crime scene. Alright. But yeah, it's a small possibility he could have got drug away. Wait, is dirt on this man's clothes? Okay. But then I'd automatically think it was him. There were no particularly large footprints, no shoes. Let me get back here. Okay. I don't think that's the case, though. Lord. Yeah, because I was about to say the war tap nearby, no. Whoops. That was him. That was Tenet. Bro, why would dude care about his feet? And none of these is it, right? Oh, right. Sword and okay. What about it though? But would the scabbard of a sword actually be that strong to the point where you're hitting somebody and killing them? I can see you knocking them out possibly to a point. Okay. But I feel like it'd be too obvious though. That's not my only thing. I feel like it'd be too obvious because he's the only one there. It could be an accident too. I ain't think about it like that. Poor detective. Well, if the detective poisoned him too, though. Yeah, see? Stuff is starting to line up now. So he was investigating the deaths that occurred every 10 years. Must discover the truth about the unnatural deaths. And then he was killed by someone who didn't want the truth known. So then, wouldn't that also mean it's a small possibility that he's a Shijima? That's the main part I need to figure out. How did he push the sword into the tree? Still need strength to get the sword in so deep. Must have stabbed Yoshimaru first. Nah. Then they use their strength to push the blade into the tree. Oh, that's what they mean. But I don't think he would have been conscious for it. Killer needed strength to get the sword in so deep. Must have thrown the sword from a distance. Sword didn't pierce through from a distance, huh? What's the name couldn't did because his arms tore up, right? How do you use the rope? Because once I know that part, I think I can get a major amount of shit figured out at that point. Okay. But he would have just yelled. Okay. Probably soap then, right? That's sad. Is there another thing to it? Oh. Okay. So it wasn't kerosene though. For a reason though. Package delivered. Yeah. That tree. Hose? Okay. I'm starting to think about it too in this sense. Wash away blood. Okay. Wait, what? Killer use soap to lubricate the sword. Wait, why though? Okay. I don't see it. Eh. So it looks like I didn't finish stuff here. So what we got here? What did the killer want us to focus on? Of course he wanted us to focus on the sword. I agree with that. They do all this to make us kind of want to, yeah. Yeah, and if y'all ever seen Danganronpa, you could tell like crucifixions have been used as distractions too. But what else would? Oh yeah, the cherry petals. Forgot about that. Oh, it's not it either. Bush seems distraught over the appearance of the red. Okay. That's what I was thinking too. Like that what's the name is just being framed because he happens to be in the garden. I said the tree before. So what else do? What do you mean? Could use cigarettes to destroy the evidence? Oh man. Wait, so they guess he'd be careless to start the fire, and he hid the evidence in the boxes so it would be destroyed? Yeah, that actually would be smart. They would bank on that shit too. Thinking about something. But has anybody ever confirmed that? He couldn't have had the strength to push the sword far into the tree. Okay. That's what I was thinking too. Bill said he has ingredients delivered once a week. If the journey down the hill and back is tiring for her, someone else must be the one who pushed. Yeah. Okay, so this is definitely clearing them out the loot. Must have been worried about, yeah. Also, based on body state, it's unlikely she's the killer. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. It's like I just feel like they're just purposely building it to be the gardener. But I feel like that's... Wait. Or a rock to push it in. Then you wouldn't need a strong arm. It sound landslide. I got all that knocked out. Bruh, man, if y'all get out of here with this. Y'all funny. So they're saying he told him to stay outside. No, we're reaching. Yeah, nah, y'all reaching with that one. What else we got here? I'm missing something here. Kuzunaga didn't leave the house. But how do we know that? What in the world was that? Wait, hold on, we got another one now. The mud outside was covered in footprints. Okay, okay. So let's say it's not him. But that's what I'm saying. Like my first thought. Okay, hold on. We're not done yet. So. Wait, what? You didn't know the meeting had ended. Hold on, something's missing here. Looks like I'm missing one vital thing of evidence here. I'm saying, hold on. So wait, were these just red herrings or something? Alright, we're gonna save here. I think I got everything I need though. I can see why now, like, these save slots were here. I think I got everything I need though.
All right. let's think about what we've got. Out of all these unknowns, what should we focus on first?
I say this one was definitely more to seeing the crime in this case. Well, actually, no. I'll probably say the things that the killer used. Yeah, because they're saying you'd have to be extremely strong to get this, to push the sword into the tree. Let's see. I think you're right though. Let's say a previous reason. Alright, redo it then. Or is they saying previous reason? Oh, okay.
All right, let's think about what we've got. Out of all these unknowns, what should we focus on first?
I like that they did this just because it helps. So in this case, yeah, seeing the crime. Yeah, what he wanted us to focus on the blade. Yeah, redo it. So then what's up is know why the victim was killed will cause strings down. Just talking about the tug. sword going through the body. He's not giving me what I need though. Alright, let's see what else we can draw here. This ain't those pesticide in there. So he's just thought that too. So yeah, he's kind of like me in the sense I was focused on this and that. That's how he's going about it too. So it seems like he's just sticking mainly to the scene of the crime. Any hints that point to the scene of the crime. I didn't check what was noticeable about the body yet, right? That's what I'm saying. In order, yeah, other than the stab wound to the chest, he also had a blow injury to the back of the head. Did the killer use something other than the sword? Or did knock his head on something by coincidence? That's what I'm saying. Cause that's my whole thing. If you use a rock, then you don't you don't have to use as much force.
All right, let's think about what we've got. Out of all these unknowns, what should we focus on first?
So out of all these unknowns, what should we focus on first? Maybe a scene of the crime. Okay. See, I'm like, I'm overthinking this question. That's because I'm mad because they don't check. See, they don't matter of fact, I can just look through these. Hmm.
All right, let's think about what we've got. Out of all these unknowns, what should we focus on first?
I'm not gonna cap you off. I forgot originally what I was looking into. This ain't that you can't. Wait a minute. Well, I'm gonna do the other one. Okay, so I think he's just saying that just to say that. There's one that he liked though that I found. I say. That's what I'm thinking. Because we don't have an exact cause of death.
It seems you found the path of logic.
I guess so. The explanation for the trick must lie in this hypothesis. It'll be a while until the police arrive, but until then, everyone please stay here.
Ma'am, may I please be excused to go smoke?
Smoking so much takes years off your life, you know. I'm sure it can wait.
Fine, whatever, Your Highness.
I need all of you to be here, because one of us just might be the killer. If my reasoning is correct, that is.
Well, I guess I'll hear you out. It'll help pass the time until the police get here.
Now, let me go through things step by step. The victim was a detective who called himself Makoto Nishimari. He died under a tree near the storehouse, with a sword buried deep in his chest. But what exactly does this really mean? It takes a lot of strength to push a sword so deep.
So, do you think the killer is a man?
I didn't say that.
Well, maybe not, but what else could you mean?
Are you saying one of us three's the killer?
I'm no killer.
The killer is...
Wait, ain't no way.
The killer isn't one of the 3 male suspects.
What makes you say that?
First off, Mitsunori. The reason he's not the killer is...
Wow. So it was my second thing. So one of them just hid the... one of them... What? Ain't no way, bro. Can't push the sword through.
You said you have a severed tendon in your right arm from an old ski injury, which prevents you from carrying heavy things. That's why it's unlikely that you could push the sword in so deep.
But, Mitsunori, that injury has healed already, right?
Kazunaga, are you doubting me? This is as healed as it's gonna get. I have a medical certificate.
Next, Takehiko. Takehiko said that he was tending the garden all day. That means he wasn't inside the house, and he didn't have a chance to get the sword from the reception room.
But he could have gone into the reception room without being noticed, right?
No, he couldn't. Because...
I said he was in the garden. We believe him could go. Uh, but nah, I think this would go more into what the oldest brother was saying. So yeah, it's this one.
Yoi told Takehiko not to enter the house during the family meeting. That's why he was unable to enter the reception room.
But that was just an order, right?
Are you always this naive? No one but Takehiko himself knows if he followed those orders.
And after the meeting ended early, couldn't he have just entered the house at any time amid all the chaos?
You're right. Let me think about it some more.
Y'all fucked up. Back to reasoning. My fault. Wait, did I save before this? Probably did. I'll just load it. Oh, they smart. They knew. And let me just go backwards. That's weird though. So are they going with the possibility that he tripped? Because if he did, that'd be even crazier. Oh wait, hold on. That's not the one I wanted. I think they auto-saved that. That one's auto-save, wasn't it? Yeah, I was about to say, that's an auto-save. Hold on. But that'd be weird though. So if that's an accidental death.
All right. Let's think about what we've got. Out of all these unknowns, what should we focus on first? It seems you found the path of logic.
I guess so. The explanation for the trick must lie in this hypothesis. It'll be a while until the police arrive. The killer isn't one of the 3 male suspects.
What makes you say that?
First off, Mitsunori. You said you have a severed tendon in your... Takehiko had no way of knowing that the family meeting had ended early, did he? He must have thought everyone was still gathered in the main hall. To get to the reception room, he would have to walk past the main hall. He would never go through so much trouble and risk being seen just to get a sword.
Oh, that's right. It definitely wasn't me. You must believe me.
Yeah, nah, I knew it wasn't him off the
Finally,
rip.
Kazunaga. You didn't leave the house between 1 and 1:30. The likely time frame of the murder. Yoko was at the entrance during that time and said she saw no one entering or leaving. She had a view of the walkways too, so she would have noticed anyone leaving.
What about leaving through the back door?
You're right. No one was watching the back door.
Wait a
If
minute.
the killer wanted to sneak out, it'd be through the back door. But Kazunaga didn't leave the house.
Ain't no way, God.
How are you so sure?
Well...
Yeah, cause he kept being proud about that too. They could just say, yeah, it's just one. He didn't have any shoes.
There were no shoes by the back door that would fit Kazunaga.
I told you so. That's why I'm not the killer.
Well, you could have gone barefoot.
Huh? Barefoot, huh? Not out of the question for you, Kazunaga.
Ah, cheers! Thanks, guys.
Okay, so what we can say, Haruka, is that it's an inconclusive reason.
Let's try this again.
How? Dear God. Hold on. Bro, if it's the other one though, they would tell me that like, oh, it's in that. Part of the reason why like I ain't been going with ungodly strength is just because of what the rules said off the rip. Is like, yo, is nothing that's supernatural type shit. It was cool.
Let's think about what we've got. Out of all these unknowns, what should we focus on first? It seems you found the path of logic.
I guess so. The explanation for the trick must lie in this hypothesis.
You gotta be careful while you wear shit. That's one of the main things for sure. Alright.
Kazunaga clearly has big feet. The ground outside the back door is quite muddy. With or without shoes, anyone would have left footprints, but there wasn't a single Kazunaga-sized footprint.
I guess you're not totally hopeless.
It's an honor to finally be praised by you.
So, who on earth is the killer?
Akari and I have been with Haruka the whole time, so our alibis are solid.
And it's unlikely that Yayoi was able to stab a sword into a tree, so that leaves...
Eh? You can't mean... It wasn't me?
If you were the killer, it doesn't make sense for you to claim that you were at the entrance. If just one person had entered or left through there, your testimony would be challenged.
So, the killer isn't any one of us here?
No. Only one person could have committed this murder.
The plastic water can we used to put out the fire.
Yes, just an ordinary water can. The killer used this water can in the murder. These flower petals here are proof of that.
They still look fresh. Newly fallen?
This water can was used at the scene of the crime and then returned to the back door. When we went to get them, I found that the inside of this can was already wet.
Right, it looked like something had been poured around that tree.
And that's the crux of the matter. This plastic water can was wet because...
So the killer must have known about the murder involving pesticide. Fruit juice tried to do the same thing and hit it. No, that makes no sense. Wait, no, but she said it didn't smell like kerosene. It didn't contain kerosene.
The water can was filled with poisoned fruit juice.
That detective was killed with a sword, wasn't he? What's the poison for?
Well...
The poison was in the tea.
In the first place...
Should do this again. Yeah, sorry about that. Alright.
No one would put juice in a water can, poison or not.
You're right. Let's try this again.
What in the world? So does that mean they use, like, that's what I'm saying? Because she's making it seem like she's making it seem like there's no kerosene in it. Like, I get if like it was poured out already and they just use water to fill it. But I felt like that's summary. Nah, we don't even need to do all that. Just go straight back to it.
The water can was filled with kerosene.
Huh? You said it didn't smell like kerosene, right?
I would have noticed right away if there was kerosene.
You're right.
Come on, Haruka. Just try to remember what you saw.
Sorry. Let me get my thoughts in order.
They're bugging for that. Yeah, might as well.
All right. Let's think about what we've got. Out of all these unknowns, what should we focus on first? It seems you found the path of logic.
I guess so. The explanation for the trick must lie in this hypothesis.
They just gonna send me back, or did I end up doing it all over again? Yeah, they sent me back. Alright. Cool. So I'll just say it's water then. I was overthinking some of this
filled
shit.
the water can with water, using the hose near the scene of the crime.
What for?
For something indispensable to this murder. Namely...
Why did the killer fill the water? I don't know, to make a pen do. Wait, what? Yeah, go with that middle one. I don't know what they talking about.
Takehiko, something went missing from the storehouse around the time of the murder, right?
Yeah, the rope.
The killer tied one end to the water can, then suspended the can from a nearby tree. Then they filled the can with water to create a pendulum.
So that's it.
After knocking out the victim with a blow to the head, they propped him against the tree and stabbed him. Then they used the pendulum to push the sword through his body and into the tree.
Oh.
Like a temple bell hammer. So then, someone without...
I didn't think they could use water like that.
Would have done it.
But even if we accept that possibility, we don't know whether the killer actually did that.
Ah, but they did. Something one of you said gave me a hint. Those words were...
Oh. So that's why they won't let me use that hand.
You said you have fresh ingredients delivered once a week from the shops downhill. That's how the killer secretly procured the tools needed for this pendulum trick.
Tools? You mean a rope and a plastic water can? Both of those items were already here.
If the killer had any other tools sent, they would be kept in the storehouse for a while, right? Well, I would have noticed if anything was kept there.
Wait,
There's no reason to procure anything when the tricks can be done with items on hand.
Yes, that's true. Let me think about it some more.
Bro, I just don't think it could. Alright, I'm gonna just let y'all know off the rip. It seemed like it was one of those cases where they was kind of trying to line up to be the father. But I'm like, yo, but how? Ain't he poisoned? Nah, we don't need to. This one was a tough case because it's like, yo, it's too many unknowns with this one. Alright.
Yoko, you said you heard a few faint thuds, as if something was hitting another object. That must have been the sound of the pendulum hitting the sword.
That makes sense.
When it was done, the killer emptied the water can, untied the rope, and pulled it down from the tree. If we assume the killer used this trick, then they didn't need much strength to drive the sword in deep. As such, two
That's where they was
suspects
going with it.
come back to mind. The killer made a fatal mistake. So, who is the killer?
Why you asking me this shit? Wait, I was right this whole time, though? I was right this whole time. I just didn't have the... They really played me. Hold on, this game really played me. Ain't no way. Ain't no way they played me.
The killer is...
This is loosening down all over again.
Mitsunori, you are the killer. You can't carry heavy objects because of your ski injury, and so you use this convoluted trick because it puts you above suspicion.
No way.
Huh?
Indeed, someone without much strength could use this trick to push the sword into the tree, but I couldn't even move this pendulum.
Surely, if you tried really hard...
Do you want me to get my medical certificate? Forget about lifting the pendulum. I don't even have the strength to tilt the water can to empty it.
He's not the type to come up with such an easily disproved lie. It really must be impossible for him.
All right. I've had enough. We don't have time to entertain your faulty...
Bruh. Okay, so it's her. Oh my god. That is amazing.
The kill.
Yeah, then
Your reasoning.
Wait! Give me another chance.
Sorry, I know you tried. Let's leave the rest to the police.
yep, that's it.
Akari.
That's game.
Oh, Takehiko!
Wait, she tried to get this man. And then she bow. She funny
In
mad.
the end, I failed to identify the killer.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's hilarious as all hell, yeah. And then she go bow out. She like, yeah, you dumbass. It was me. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, this was actually a pretty tough case because I didn't think it was her. But you know what? It makes sense though.
Yoko, you.
Because she was the one that poured the tea. I'm always thinking that people are just being framed. I'm never thinking like, yo, maybe they just actually just did it.
Yayoi, you're the only person who both had a reason to use this trick and was able to execute it. What do you have to say?
I thought she might accuse me. But Haruka, your reasoning is full of speculation. You said Takehiko wouldn't have risked getting the sword from the reception room because Takehiko didn't know the meeting had ended early, so you say. But he might have seen it end, by chance, even from the garden. Yoko said she was at the entrance during the time of the murder. But no one can corroborate anything like that. And who knows if Mitsunori is telling the truth about his arm.
I think he capped about that arm still.
Please don't call me a killer based on mere suspicion.
You
Yeah,
are absolutely correct, but I am still convinced you are the killer. And that is because there was a critical flaw in your testimony.
What is it?
Before anyone noticed the fire, you said these words. Do you smell that? Like something's burning.
Damn, that's
Your
why
sense
they
of
really
smell must
took
be
it out,
very
bro.
acute.
They knew.
I do have a good nose. Though the rest of me is succumbing to old age.
In that case, it doesn't add up. There is something very strange in your testimony.
I don't have a clue.
I mean...
After you name a culprit, they might challenge your accusation. You need to provide reason that this actually invalidates their rebuttal.
You didn't notice the body when you went to the storehouse around 2 p.m. That's what you said, right?
As I told you, my eyes are bad. I don't know if I saw it or not.
That doesn't matter. But there is something you should have noticed.
The smell.
That's right. The murder happened between 1 and 1:30 p.m. Soon after, around 2 p.m., you passed that tree on the way to the storehouse. You should have immediately noticed the smell of blood from the body.
The stench of blood is really strong.
And if you had, you would have notified everyone immediately. But you didn't. Why? Because you? Yayoi, you are the killer. Am I right?
Yayoi!
Yeah. I'm not taking shit face value no more, fam. I'm not about to take another L on these cases. I will hold that. I took an L. I bet you don't.
Long ago, I lost someone dear to me because of that detective. I've brought the tea. When he appeared today, all the anguish of that long-forgotten night came rushing back. I know the estate well, so setting the whole thing up was child's play. As he walked by, I bashed his head in with a rock.
So I got everything else right. I just did not think it was her. If I would have realized off the rip it was her, I would have got an S rank for this. But I didn't think it was her though. That's crazy. Cause everything, like how it was all set up and all that, I got correct. But I didn't think it was her.
How dare you! Yayoi, such vileness in this house!
Yoko.
Yayoi, please tell me one thing.
Yeah, who was the important person?
Who was the important person that you lost?
I can finally let go of all this resentment. Someone of your age couldn't possibly understand.
Are you also the one who poisoned our dad? Answer me! Do you mean our father was really poisoned with that arsenic? What is the antidote?
I can't answer any of those questions.
Well, cut the crap! You did it, so you must know! No point telling us, huh? Damn it! Just hand her over to the police already!
But the police won't be here for a while.
Then we'll lock her up in the storehouse until they get here. Who knows what she'll do to us otherwise?
I have no objections.
Alright. Yeah, nah, I definitely made hella mistakes on that. What they give me for that shit? Oh, I got a B. I still got a B, but damn. But yeah, that's it though. Like always, I like to thank y'all for rocking with me, Foster Gamer. And with that, catch y'all, y'all, and peace out. I'll probably be doing this again later. Either that or might see if the homie Divine want to play Covain. I might see what's up with that later. But yeah, sometimes you win some, you lose some. I definitely lost one in this case. But to be honest, yo, that's what happens when you don't really think of shit, when you don't think shit over. Because I did not think it was her. It's off the rip. I thought it was a guy because I'm thinking like, okay, so whoever killed him would have either had to catch him like highly off guard and would have had been strong enough to bash him with the rock. But in this case, just needed to catch him off guard. But yeah, I'll take that on that. But like always, like thank y'all for rocking me, Foster Gamer. And with that, I'll catch y'all. Love y'all. And peace out.